got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, and we have a special guest back here once again. We have Nadine Artemis from Living Libations. Thanks for coming on, Nadine.
It's always a pleasure, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. A month and a half ago or 2 months ago, we did another video on your top 30 products, and we were offering them at cost pricing, and it went extremely well. So we decided to get together again, everybody, and we're doing the next top 30 products. So it would be product 31 to 60 of the most popular Living Libations products. And we wanted, she has so many products that we just want to get as many as possible. So it enabled us to add more products to our website also. Because as everybody knows in the health movement, it is one of the best beauty lines available on the planet. She has the best essential oils. She's been doing this for years. It's practically her mission in life. It's like part of her soul, as we learned in the last video. And if you want to share,
I can do whatever you want. And yes,
okay.
Simply put, I use everything, and I'm so hardcore about purity.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely. There you go.
Every drop.
So everybody's pretty familiar with the Living Libations line, and so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the top 31 to 60 products from Living Libations that Nadine creates here. And the first one, which we can't keep on the shelves, and it's a very popular product. Also, last time the top couple products had to do with the teeth health, and the top 3 products again here have to do with teeth health. And the first one, which is a personal favorite of mine and Angela's also, is the ozonated gum gel. And isn't it like ozonated happy gum drops gum gel or something? Is it kind of similar to that?
Yeah, it is. It's ozonated happy gum drop. It's it's the happy gum drops ozonated. So take, our happy gum drops, if you know and love that, it's just further now because it's all been ozonated. And I just brushed my teeth to get ready for the interview. Nice. And I always actually right after I'll put some on my lips too, and I just use it as a natural lip gloss. Wow! And that's on my lips right now.
Yeah,
just as a side note.
Yeah, the other one's like an essential oil. This is more of like a gel.
Yeah, so when we put it through the ozonation process and ozoning olive oil, you can do it with all kinds of oil like jojoba, castor. But the original ozonated olive oil was actually invented by Tesla. So he did that process, and he shared it with doctors at the time. So he's a total genius and doing so many things, but he actually invented putting ozone through olive oil to transfer that ozone into our bodies in a very in a material way. So it has a medium, a transport system. And a lot of biological holistic dentists use it in their practice. Our actual gum gel is used by many dentists. I should get a little sign, dentist approved. But they also, dentists use another form too, where they will inject it after they've taken out a root canal or jaw cavitations. They'll inject it into the site to help regenerate healing to the area. And, there's all kinds of ozone therapy. So this way you can have it in a little tube at home. Apply it to gums. It's really helpful for receding gums that need extra care, or if you've just had a wisdom tooth out or something like that, you can use that to the area, and it's very healing.
So it kind of takes the happy gum drops to another level.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
very well said.
During the last interview, I had all the products with me. I just got back to Ecuador, everybody, so I'm kind of excited about that. But I have these ones here, which are from the last group, and I use them all the time now, as you can see. And yes. I'm becoming younger by the day, more beautiful. Okay, so that was ozonated gum gel. And we also have another very popular product from Living Libations, which we also is hard to keep in stock, which is Yogi Tooth Serum. That's the other tooth. And then we also have neem toothpaste. So these are the top 3 products that we're doing today. Maybe you can go over those 2.
Yeah, so it's fun for me to find out too what number they all are on the product list. So I'm like, what is the winner now? So neem is fantastic. It's like a natural pesticide and larvicide, but a really good kind because it's just a plant, and it's really high in plant waxes that contain a lot of lipids and fatty acids and amazing plant intelligence. And when we're working with the mouth, we always want to approach it with a diverse botanical array to communicate to the diverse bacteria in our mouths. And where we've been coming at it from a modern Western angle, walk into the drugstore, that whole aisle of chemicals, and the approach to keeping our mouths clean as our, same with our homes and our bodies, is to just, basically and the earth, carpet bomb, right? Like how we farm in modern agriculture. So we just want to kill everything and then somehow let like one thing grow. So this is the same thing with our mouths. We want the bacteria in there. Bacteria is our whole mouth microbiome. It's part of the ecosystem. And so we don't want to use like a mouthwash with really harsh alcohols and chemicals and blue food coloring to kill, because then we're killing the friendly bacteria that are actually keeping our mouths balanced and allowing little niches for the pathogens to proliferate, causing periodontal disease. So when we use a diverse array of botanical ingredients, like the neem enamelizer, and the Yogi Tooth Serum also has cardamom, cayenne, I'm stumped, neem, clove, and cinnamon, they help to clean up the pathogens, but allow the friendly bacteria to thrive. And so now that there's a lot of study going on with the human microbiome, we're finding out that essential oils they're all antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral to varying degrees depending on the oil. But now we're finding out that they're actually quorum sensing inhibitors, QSI, which just means that they inhibit the communication and the proliferation of the sort of groupthink of pathogens, that when they start quorum sensing, it means they're starting to gather and build up biofilms and plaque. So now we know through modern science research why people have been using neem and clove and cinnamon and cardamom for hundreds of thousands of years to take care of their mouth, because they allow the friendly bacteria and deal with the bad. So that's those two products. And then the Yogi will take it further. That's your like really strong, potent, we get emails every day about really clearing up people's gum issues and, the beginnings of decay, that kind of thing. And then the neem enamelizer, you can use either to brush your teeth. The neem enamelizer is a little bit gentler, although it does taste like neem. So it's not, going to be all minty, happy, fake flavors. It's real. Right. And it's like one of the most bitter herbs on the planet. But people love it, which is so great. And that really is like brushing your mouth, keeps your teeth squeaky clean. And then you can apply a drop of the Yogi Tooth Serum to your brush at the same time, or do it. Just run a drop over your gums and teeth afterwards. Or you can put a drop in water and keep it in a mason jar in the bathroom, and then just use that as a mouthwash. Put a bit of salt in there as well.
Yeah. Nadine's products go a long way. Like one of those little jars lasts. Yeah. So
not into filler.
Yeah.
Right. So it's this big, but it's like filler, water,
right.
Glycerin.
So how would people use? Let's say they want to. How would you use all three of these products? You can even do Happy Gumdrops if you want, because I know that's a popular. How would a person do they start with Happy Gumdrops, then do Yogi Tooth Serum? When do they use the neem toothpaste?
Yeah, that's a great question. And we have worked out like 8 steps that are really good for really bringing your mouth into a new place. You do that for a month. Well, hopefully you'll do it like every day for the rest of your lives. But I know people, they'll come back from the dentist, gum pockets have receded. That's when they're like, oh, your gums are like at a 7 and they should be at a 1, 2, or 3. They're receding. You got to come back every 3 months for cleanings, that kind of a situation. You come home from there, you follow the 8 steps for 1 to 3 months, you go back to the dentist and they'll be scratching their heads. They're like, oh, your gums aren't bleeding anymore. The gum pockets are back down. So those steps will take you through the full oral care. We can give you a little meme to put on, like on the product info page if you want. Yes. And so it starts you out. So you'd use the neem enamelizer for brushing, and you can potentiate it further with a yogi or a yogi 2 serum or the healthy gum drops, gel or drops. And then you brush your teeth, rinse. I'm not going through all the 8 steps. This would just be basic. And then you can use the gel or the yogi 2 serum as an after thing for coating your gums. And again, the drops, you can make your own home mouthwash with that. The neem enamelizer is really like for the brushing stage.
Right. So this neem toothpaste I have is neem enamelizer toothpaste.
Yeah,
okay.
that's it.
Cool. Awesome. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 4 for today, which would be 34, is everybody loves sunshine plus zinc.
Awesome. So we have our Everybody Loves the Sunshine, which is probably in the last group. And then Everybody Loves the Sunshine with zinc. Same formula with zinc. So where zinc comes in handy is it's a natural sun protectant. And what it does is it reflects the sun's rays. So we really believe in interacting with the sun wisely, getting your vitamin D, getting sunshine every day that's possible. And, we have articles on interacting with the sun wisely. Now, there are times when you're going to want to block. So surfing for 8 hours in Hawaii, like you need to cover your nose, shoulders, or your kids out all day and they're getting their vitamin D, but you need to protect maybe the shoulders and the face. But the arms and legs are going to be fine, it's like the back of the shoulders, because kids, they don't just lie down in the sand, right, for 2 hours like we sunbathe. So it's a really good alternative. So you don't have to use chemical sunscreens, which are just, we could talk for about 4 hours on that whole thing. So the zinc gives a great, like you're blocking it. So it's not going to allow a tan. It's not going to allow the vitamin D. And it's just so important to use things that are natural like that. So it gives us an option where you don't want to wear a hat, you don't want to wear clothes. You want to be in the sun, like you're surfing, you need to protect your nose. But it won't allow the vitamin D to be created in your skin. Now, one of the things besides the chemicals where sunscreen goes way off the rails is that it allows the body to absorb UVA and not UVB. So UVB is the vitamin D creator, and UVA is where you can get things that, like, you can start getting some sun damage. Like if you drive in your car in LA and your arm's always on the sun side and you might get some spots there. That's because the window is allowing only the UVA through. So when we want tan and healthy skin, and the sun can really help us have great skin, and age spots and wrinkles and all that is actually a misnomer with the sun. But you want to get the UVA and the UVB together. You don't want to separate that UVA out. So again, with this normal sunscreens, you're not allowing your warning signals for a burn. You're separating off. You're never getting the UVB, and you're allowing the UVA in. The zinc just reflects. So you're not getting the UVA or the UVB. And we use a non-nanoparticle, non-silicone coated zinc molecule, zinc oxide, which is the cleanest form of zinc. Now, some people use that and they'll use it, all the time under their makeup, that kind of thing. I don't use it that way because I don't want to cover my skin up that much. And I really think we have to rethink. We don't need, to just put sunscreen on to walk from our car to somewhere. It's going to be okay. Yeah. But that's great. And the product can be used on babies and kids and adults. And everybody's skin's different. So you're just going to have to feel out, are you sweating a lot? Are you swimming a lot? Do you need to reapply? And it's this pure, it's so great because you've got all these soothing botanicals with the zinc oxide. And we add a lot of, because when we're working with the sun and our Everybody Loves Sunshine, it's got all these natural pigmented oils like sea buckthorn and calendula and turmeric, which are very good for the melanin and protecting the skin. And so we, of course, have all that in the zinc one. And then that also helps it be less chalky white. Because wow. You get that sort of classic lifeguard whiteness, but it's a lot better than the old-fashioned kind.
So this keeps in the vitamin D and allows you to get tan, but keeps out all the bad stuff.
Yeah, it keeps out all the bad stuff. Doesn't split the rays, it just bounces them off.
I need to get this like now. We're in Ecuador, and also like zinc is like utilized in every process of the body, and it's very difficult to get.
Yeah.
And if you're putting it on your skin all the time, it's like a much needed mineral.
Yeah, then a good thing's going in instead of like oxybenzene, which is one of the main components in a sunscreen, and it is deemed non-carcinogenic until it is exposed to sunlight.
This is
It's crazy. It's used for catalytic reactions in chemistry.
Right. I'm just ordering some of this right now to send
Yeah.
you. Okay. So the next one, number 5, is lymph tonic.
That's a favorite of mine. It's really stimulating. I used to create way back a thing called waitress legs, which was getting the lymph stimulating. It would help my friends take care of the spider veins and stuff. You would often get, just standing all day. So it's a circulatory oil. So now we've just made the concentrated version, and then you could add it to your Best Skin Ever or your Everybody Loves the Sunshine if you want massage, that kind of thing. But how you can also use it is you can add a few drops to the bath, but you can also just put 1 to 2 drops in the palm of your hand, take your body brush, glide that over. So you're coating the little filaments of the brush, and then you do your dry brushing, and you've taken it to a whole new level.
Wow.
Because it's very stimulating for the lymph. So it's good for, breast massage. It just gets everything going.
And this is good for varicose veins and stuff like that? Or is that with spider web?
Yes. So if you have a varicose vein, you just apply it on. You don't press on the vein. You just like feather light touch. You just put 1 drop on that area. And then when you're dry brushing, you can go really dry brushing too. Some people don't know, but it's the lymphatic system. So, which is just under the surface of your skin. So it's literally like butterflies touching your skin. That's how you should be dry brushing. Now, there's something to be said for that's just really stimulating and great. But to stimulate that lymphatic system, you want to just graze over the tops of the skin. And so that's the same with a varicose vein. You could glide over it, but you're not pressing it out, and you're not stressing that little spot.
When Angela, my wife, skin brushes, it's a very sacred experience for her. She does it really slow and gently, and she loves it. And then I want a skin brush, and I'm sitting there like trying in pain and stuff. Like I just want to get men versus women, I guess. Huh?
My ideal, and now we're in this season of spring and summer. My ideal morning would be waking up, doing dry brushing with the lymph tonic really lightly, and then diving into the lake, swimming, and then coming out, and then just, putting on Everybody Loves the Sunshine without zinc and just basking in the rays. And then, soaking that up for about half an hour, 40 minutes, making sure I flip, and then get on with my day.
Wow.
That's
I need to put all this in effect. Okay. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Poetic Pits Ginger Lily. And throughout all of these, number 16 is Poetic Pits Lavender, and then number 20-something is Poetic Pits Radiant Earth. So I thought we could do them all together. And
yeah,
I actually have my Poetic Pits right here. This is awesome, guys. You go like that, right. And then you go. I smell so good with this stuff.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing? It just takes your aroma and then amplifies it with botanicals in such a good way.
It feels so good, too.
And is that the Radiant Earth? Is that Radiant Earth?
This one is... I had it in my bathroom stuff, so, my dragon's blood that I had kind of spilled everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It was the one we did last time. It might be, a natural one, like Palo Santo or something. I'm not sure.
Cool.
I did the guy one, though.
Yeah, so the Poetic Pits are so popular, and, it's a very different approach to deodorant. And again, talk about no filler. It's just sandalwood plus other essential oils. That's what gives it the different flavors. So it's totally concentrated. It's got more essential oils than any perfume, really. It's so focused. But that's what makes it work. And it doesn't leave your pits oily because it's not in an oil like jojoba. So it sinks in, it dries, and it works. It's going to work different for everybody. But generally people are like, nothing works on me, no natural deodorant, and people are like, oh my God, it works. So whether you're like, a big man that's like working out every day, or you're an actress on a movie set that's like needing to smell good for, scenes, it works for everybody. You just have to find the one that you really love. And what's great too, again, it's essential oils, they're antibacterial, and they're working with, each armpit is like a rainforest of microbes. It's, again, a whole ecosystem. And besides like normal deodorant and that aluminum and methyl parabens that we would be putting into our body every day, especially you just shaved your armpit, then if you put on deodorant and then you're allowing that stuff to sink in more, and it's right near the breast, the lymphatic system, then you wear a bra, and it's like all just becoming like a cesspool of circulation. And 99% of cancerous breast tissue was tested, and 99% had methyl parabens in the tissue. Wow. So that's got to change.
Right.
And not only does it work, but just people, we get little reviews and emails all the time. Like, I just did yoga and sweated, and everybody's like, oh my God, you smell so good. What are you wearing? Like, people will follow them. What are you wearing? And it's always their deodorant.
Right. I also feel uplifted. I could feel it feels good, and then like the essential oils just kind of like uplift me.
Yeah, and if you do sweat, you get an extra hit. You get like little gardens coming up through your clothing. It's good.
That's awesome. So this time for the next couple of weeks, we have Ginger Lily, Lavender, and Radiant Earth during this at-cost promotion, which is all of these 30 Living Libations at 30% off. If you get 3 of one, there's like an additional 10% off or something like that.
That's great. I'll just start. Ginger Lily and Lavender are more feminine, and the Radiant Earth is more masculine. But we do have, people that wear either, because again, it's mixing with your aroma, so it'll be unique on everybody.
That's awesome. Okay. So number 7 or 8 is okay. So this one's 8, and then the next one, these kind of go together, so I'm putting them together. And the next one is like 26 or something like that. We have Yoni Petal Passion and Yoni Petal Soother. Maybe you can share about that.
Well, the yoni is the Sanskrit word for the vagina. So not wanting to neglect that area. We've got we have 3 yoni serums, so I'm just going over. The soother is for you've just had birth, and it's like, ow, or I made that from giving birth, and I was like, that first time when you have to go to the bath, like to go pee, you're kind of like, can I? Again, this is first child, first birth. You're like, is that gonna burn? You're like, because that whole area is, engorged for a few days. So and then a lot of women, they walk around with like ice packs on and stuff. And so peppermint is so cooling and toning, as well as the other oils in there. So it's cooling and soothing and toning, and you don't have to walk around with an ice pack on, and it will heal the whole area if it needs extra healing. Hopefully you've had a birth where it doesn't need healing. And also, if women have other irritations in that area, it totally calms and cools, like yeast infections, all that kind of stuff. It's just like total relief. Wow. And you just need one tiny drop. So that's like, it's the soother, yoni soother. And then we have the Petal Passion, which is just like a daily serum. It doesn't have to be daily, but I meant it's like you can use it all the time. And it just creates like a lube for that area too. So it protects against, the issues like the drying of toilet paper, all that kind of stuff that happens. And it just keeps the tissue really healthy and happy. And it's great for menopausal women as well.
Cool. All right. So moving along.
Soon to come out the Lingam serum. That'll be in I'm joking.
Right. The next one we have is Immune Illume plus Hot Berry. Last time we had Immune Illume, but not the Hot Berry.
Oh, cool. That one's really fun. It's tasty, too. It's got Shishandra. As tasty as an essential oil can be. And you're, again, only needing 1 drop. So it's a good, you can put it on a piece of chocolate. You can put it in a tea with honey. So anytime you want to use a drop of essential oil for food flavoring, that kind of thing, you just dilute it in like olive oil, coconut oil, or honey, or a syrup, like a maple syrup, anything like that, to just bring it into your food. And so that is great in a tea. Again, just add it to the honey, and then that will mix it in with the water, because the oil and the water won't mix. And that way, you can for that one too. You could put a drop under your tongue. So if you're starting to feel like some issues, again, it'll help take care of that. And it's a really potent blend.
Nice, sweet. So it helps boost the immune system, and like if you're sick, you utilize it.
Yeah, again, they're really potent oils. They're antifungal, antiviral,
Wow.
so they're going to go in and do their job. And people just like it sometimes, like they might not be feeling that way, but it just gives them that extra boost.
Right.
And they can feel, the strength of it.
Wow, that's cool.
Think of it like a super condiment, like a superfood condiment, but it is not a food. You know what I mean? But it can be edible.
Right. Cool. Okay, so the next one was one of the most popular products during the last top 30. And it's Best Skin Ever, but a different scent, frankincense. And last time we had two Best Skin Evers for the promo. This time there's 3 in these next top 30 products. And so number 12 here is Best Skin Ever frankincense. I think it's number 12, something like that. Then a little bit right after that, the next most popular product is Best Skin Ever chocolate. And then the next one is Best Skin Ever sandalwood. So I just thought we'd do all 3 together.
Yeah, that's cool. The sandalwood's already in the top 60 or whatever, because it's new.
Oh, wow.
I think we just launched that at Christmas. The Best Skin Evers are just juicy and luxurious and sensual. The chocolate is very sensual. Think of, and it's a beautiful color and a beautiful aroma, and just so good. Also, it's like nice and a tan. It gives you golden skin.
Yeah.
The sandalwood Best Skin Ever is exquisite. Yeah, you can use it in your hair. Yeah, everything. The sandalwood Best Skin Ever is really, really exquisite, and it also contains sandalwood nut oil, which is really new, a new extraction. It is ancient, but it's just being made available in these times. And it's pressed from the sandalwood nut, and it is it's one of the, I felt a lot of oils in my life, right? And that is it was the most juiciest oil I've ever felt. So it was so we also have a sandalwood serum and the sandalwood Best Skin Ever, and that's for people also that have sensitive skin. It's a really fine product. And then the frankincense Best Skin Ever is very, there's other oils in there like chamomiles and tansy, they're actually blue oils. They contain azulene, and they're very calming, cooling, anti-inflammatory. The frankincense a little more masculine. It's good for both men and women, but definitely great for men to take care of their face and skin. And we use all the Best Skin Evers too to wash our face. So again, you just wet the cloth. It doesn't have to be the whole cloth. Do a squirt, do that, splash with water, and then that's no soap. Don't use soap on your skin or your face. And people see a lot of changes with that.
Wow. I'm going to try that tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one, which is also an extremely popular product on our website, we have a difficult time keeping it in the shelves, is Radiant Love Butter. And then also further down, closer to 28 or 29 here, I thought we'd do these 2 together, is Languid Love Butter, since they're both, actually that's number 25, the Languid one. Radiant is 12 or something.
Yeah, the Radiant Love Butter, that's a classic. Definitely been making that for over 20 years. And it's, just to open the jar is just an experience. Oh my God, I just remember my friend Lenny. She just put it all over her toast one day. She was making some Ezekiel bread and just took some and just spread it on, because you can eat it. And all of our products are edible. And obviously it's a love massage oil, so you want it to be edible. Not suitable for latex condoms, but it is suitable. There's some other condoms on the market that it would work with that can have oils. So just that tip is important. But yeah, it's a beautiful, edible love butter, so popular. And then Languid is one of our newer flavors, and it's really sensual. It's floral. There's jasmine. It's a very, feminine, sensual experience, and it's also a beautiful color. We have some roots in there, and it's like this pink. It looks like strawberry ice cream.
Right. Wow. Yeah, her products, literally, they're beautiful. This was one from the last one that I use every day now. It's the Rose Glow Cream. I
Oh,
mean,
nice.
look at that color. It's just like, it's crazy. It's amazing. And I use it on my face all the time. So it's
And totally real. Not made from carmine beetles or FD&C red number or whatever.
right.
It's real.
Cool. Okay, so the next one. This is another popular one on our website that we have difficult time keeping on the shelves. Chocolate carrot serum, K-A-R-A-T serum. What is this?
That's a beautiful one. That's like the aroma is so great. It has immortelle in it, which is a beautiful oil. The Latin name is Helichrysum italicum. It grows and it's distilled from our distillers in Corsica, and it is such a scar healer. It's phenomenal. So it's got that in there, plus carrot seed, plus chocolate, plus Ormus gold, and it just really gives such a glow. So nourishing for skin. So it's a face serum, and you can use that after you've washed with one of the best Skin Evers.
Need one of those too. Cool. Okay, so the next one is Night Nectar.
Nice. Yes, that one is rich, rich, rich in pigments. So things like sea buckthorn are so amazing, but also it's like orange. So whenever it's in our product, we have it at a perfect dilution that it will be effective, yet you won't be looking orange.
Yeah.
And I was going to say Donald Trump, but we won't go there. So it's this. So we made the Night Nectar super, super potent, and put in so much sea buckthorn as possible, knowing you're going to use it at night. So it might make you slightly orange, but it's going to really sink in. And we really wanted to maximize on that. So it's like you put that on at night. There's beautiful dreaming oils and healing oils in there as well, like lavender. And I just can't remember all the ingredients right now, but it's potent, it's rich, and you just need one drop for that extra juicy glow so you wake up. Ah.
Nice. Nice. Okay, this one seems really interesting. Scalp tonic.
Yes, very juicy. Sometimes our scalps need a little more love. Sometimes when we're switching shampoos from something that's got sodium lauryl sulfate and different chemicals in it, we really need to massage into the scalp and really get into the pores and lift that out. And then what you could do too is you can put on the scalp tonic, especially if you have any issues like a dandruff or psoriasis in the scalp. I mean, we get amazing reviews, like clears it up. So sometimes it's that easy, like switching shampoo and taking care of the scalp can rid the body of a dandruff issue. I mean, I always think things are deeper, but I'm always pleased when somebody can just switch a product and not have to get like 10 colonics, and it's pretty cool. But often a dandruff issue is a gut issue, a yeast issue, and it's coming out of the scalp microbiome. So we want to take care of it. And when we take care of our hair at that level, then when we're growing it, the ends are going to be healthier as well. So one way you could use it is, massaging it in just before you shampoo, and it actually makes for a better shampooing experience. It makes the shampoo more sudsy, and you can just feel it working. You can also try and leave it in overnight if you have that option. What I also do is, because I only wash my hair like once every 2 weeks, that kind of thing, and before I wash my hair, I'll have a day where I just like oil up. It's like kind of like a spa day, but really so simple. And it's just like an oil spa day. So I'll just like put on extra oil. I'll just lube up my whole scalp, just make it all greasy, and then comb it through, and then, shampoo that out in the morning. And it's just really juicy. The other thing, when you're switching from shampoos to a more natural shampoo, that kind of thing, you can apply the scalp tonic, wash your hair, and then for the second hair, do 2 shampooings, just 2 squirts. For the second one, add just a tablespoon of baking soda, depending on how much hair you have, and work that into your scalp, and then rinse that out. And the baking soda will help lift off the residue that you probably don't even notice from the other shampoos, because the surfactants actually lodge into our skin, and they stay there even after rinsing. So if you're using a foaming cleanser on your face, or you're washing your hair with these harsh surfactants, that stays Like, and then you just keep adding to it. Because if you wash your hair one week and then you're washing the next, the surfactants have never left because they actually lodge into the top layer of the skin.
Wow.
So you literally have to stop. It doesn't just come out with like, you know, because you washed your face with water, or I mean, because you've rinsed off the soap.
So
once you do this thing, it's, yeah.
When you
Go ahead.
When you put all the oil in your hair the day before,
yeah.
Are you only using scalp tonic, or what are you putting in?
Well, it depends. I mean, you could use the frankincense best skin ever. You could use the chocolate best skin ever, or you could use, you know, the scalp. The scalp tonic's got more specifics and it's going to be more concentrated. But really, you could even use love butter, like, you know,
Cool.
Just make sure it's real, and then just work it in.
How often do you use the scalp tonic?
What's that?
How often do you use the scalp tonic personally?
That'll be like, for me, I'll just do it before I'm shampooing. So once every 2 weeks. You know, I feel like a guy with short hair, it's going to be so easy for him to use, right? Because he just puts them on your tips, da da da. And then for some people, that's not even going to show up as like oil in their hair.
Right.
For some people, some haircuts. So it really depends. If you've got a scalp issue, you got short hair, and you don't mind washing your hair more, go for it because it will clear it up. And then we have some people that want that oily look. Like one of our friends is, you know, in a rock band. He's like, what can you give me so that my hair looks really dirty all the time, but isn't?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited about this one. These are new products on our website, and I'm interested in it for myself also. It's True Blue shampoo, and then the next one after that is True Blue conditioner. This is like spirulina in it or something. That's what I think.
Yeah, and I mean it's blue. It's not a perfect blue because it goes kind of green with the spirulina. But the other oils we have in there are blue. So that's one that has our high azulene oils. It's got chamomile and blue tansy, which are like navy blue. They're so beautiful. And so that's a very anti-inflammatory, nourishing shampoo. And so all of those things we just talked about is perfect to get you off the other shampoo, do your first time with baking soda. And people just have, it's just so fun when we get the feedback. So they're like, I tried all these natural shampoos and like finally my hair is like, you know, fluffy. And I mean, the shampoos we get phenomenal response on. It's pretty exciting. And it's like, I mean, this is new for me too, this shampoo, but I mean, I've been using my own shampoo for over 20 years too. And right now I am using the True Blue. I love it.
And the conditioner?
Yeah, of course. And I use conditioner all the time. So some people just don't. And if you don't need it, you don't need it. We got an email in from somebody 2 months ago, and they're asking about like, what about conditioning beforehand? And apparently it's a thing. It's a thing now. So I was like, oh, I'd never heard of that. So actually lately, and I don't, because I wash my hair like twice a month. So it's not that big of a deal. And I make the conditioner. But so I use, you know, I can use it in copious amounts, but you don't have to. You can just use, you know, about a tablespoon. You use that for, this would be a deep spa treatment. You condition your hair before you wash. So you oil, then you would condition.
Wow. Then
you shampoo, and then you can condition again. Now, some people who have greasier hair, like I have a woman at work who just does it before and then shampoos, and that's it. Because if she also conditions, then for her and her hair, it's just like too heavy. But for me, I'm like, do it all. Like you could handle that, you know, like you could do condition, shampoo, condition. And I was just thrilled with the results. That was really fun to experiment with. And I hadn't heard that, but apparently it's like a beauty thing now. Conditioning before shampooing.
So you do the oil treatment, you wash that, or you just keep it there and then you do the conditioner?
Yeah, just keep the oil in, put on conditioning on top, then go into shampoo phase. And then if you want, depending on your hair type, then do that again. And then that conditioner too is light enough that you can put it on dry. So I put some on today because it's been a few days since I washed my hair. So I'll just like add it to the tips and stuff. And it's not greasy. Like you don't get that weight. So it's pretty versatile.
Cool. So you sleep overnight with the oil and the conditioner?
No, you could just put a towel on your, that would be awesome.
Cool.
But you could also just do it at the shower time. Just put a
Okay.
towel on your pillow. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so the next one is the Honey Myrtle Deep Conditioner.
Oh, yeah, sorry, the honey myrtle conditioning mask. I didn't hear that. Yeah, that's got to be it.
Conditioning mask. Whoops.
Yes. Well, it's perfect talking about this all at the same time. So that one is really juicy and new product. We've been getting like lots of nice feedback. That one is like extra conditioning. So that's one where you could be like, put that on, leave it on for a day, put it on, leave it on for an hour,
Wait, is this for
or
the
just
face or the hair?
oh, it's for the hair. Yeah, it's for the hair. It's another conditioner, and it's like a mask conditioner, which you can leave on.
Oh.
You can also use it in between washings. You can use it, just on the ends. You can use it as a styling tool. You can wash your hair with the True Blue, and then use the honey conditioning mask, and not the True Blue conditioner. It's like a bit of a deeper one. You can switch them out. You don't have to like use them together. So you could do that.
And
But
how
it's
are these all
juicy.
different from your original shampoo and conditioner?
There's a variety of different botanicals, and for the conditioners, they're all slightly a different texture. So for some people, they have to figure out what's the best for them. Like my friend Keisha, who works for us, she has thinner hair. She likes the True Blue conditioner the best. Now and then somebody with thick hair might like it. My current fave is using the True Blue, and I'm liking the Shine On conditioner with that, and then the Honey Myrtle mask. So you can just switch it up depending on hair type. People, because there's so many different hair types. I kind of just know mine,
Right.
more familiar with, and mine can handle like more conditioner than somebody with thin hair.
Right.
So you just have to find that balance.
Cool. All right, we've got the next one is cellular renewal grapefruit.
Oh, nice. That's perfect for the summer seasons coming up. It's a lighter serum. So it's like a serum that we also have aloe vera in. So it's more of it's lighter and it sinks in really well. And a lot of people with acne really like it because it's a lighter serum. And then if you live in a hot and humid climate, it feels lighter. So I mean, I feel like our serums, the oil ones, and even if I'm in a hot climate like Hawaii, I still just totally oil up because all of our serums, obviously they're not petroleum based and they don't have like grapeseed in them or almond oil. They're not rancid and heavy. We've got jojoba as one of our main serum things, and all the botanicals we use are really lightweight and they really sink in fast. But the serums, this one is very good for humid weather, acne, summer, where you're just needing that lighter nourishment, and it just creates really beautiful skin, and it's like can take care, it's like slightly astringent at the same time.
Wow, so it's good for skin and like repairing cells, kind of.
Yeah, totally good. I mean, all the ingredients we're using are
Right.
working towards cellular health really, but it's also like some people also use that with a serum and that, so they'll take like the rose glow serum, squirt of that, and then they just mix it in the palm and then put that on. Or you can put a squirt of like the rose glow on your face, then a squirt of that on top, and it just really helps to quench the skin on a deep level and give that really healthy glow.
Cool. Okay, so we have another serum, which is mint and myrrh serum.
Oh, that's a tooth one. That's a tooth one too.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so we made that one as it's a little bit. We have the Yogi Tooth serum, and we have the Happy Gumdrops, and those both have clove and cinnamon in them because clove and cinnamon are such key oral care ingredients. And we did notice that it seems like a small percentage of the population has just cinnamon is irritating for them. So they were loving the effects, but then sometimes there would be like a slight, just a puffiness because they were like kind of reacting to that. So we wanted to make something that was mild but strong and potent. So this would be for people that have sensitive skin, or if you know that you have a sensitivity to cinnamon, Or you just want a variety from the other serums because people use our stuff every day. So it's just even good for botanical diversity to introduce new essences into that oral microbiome. So it'll work just like the Yogi and the Happy Gumdrops too. You can use it, put a drop on floss. You put one drop on your fingers, and then you take your floss, slide it through, and then you floss, and then you're getting that great plant intelligence in between each tooth and clearing up plaque and areas there. It also helps, like if you have bleeding gums. So let's say you're flossing, but you don't want to floss because every time you floss, your gums bleed. So you use the serums, and then it goes away, within a few days for people.
Wow, that's really cool. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I think I might have to change from Rose Glow Serum to Maverick Face Cream. Rose Glow Face Cream.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. That is designed for men like yourself. And of course, made for a man, but strong enough for a woman.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it is, men and women can use it. It's a really thick, nourishing cream, slightly masculine aroma with like frankincense and sandalwood. Great for the eye area. You can do neck. It's just really nourishing and great. Actually, after you shave as well, just dab a little on, and you can use that as an aftershave.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 4 more products left.
Okay.
And the
Drum
next
roll.
one, I think people are going to like a lot. Digest the Best.
Oh, that's a sweet, handy blend. So you can just use it by the drop. It's got all the culinary oils. There's a lot in that one, like ginger, turmeric, cardamom, tarragon, just a lot of them. I can't remember them all. And the savory, like so many are packed into there. So each drop is like a whole garden. And you can also use that for like flavoring. So you're making a salad dressing, you've added your honey, your olive oil, some lemon, maybe a dash of apple cider vinegar, and you don't have any fresh herbs to put in there. You could just 2 drops, and then you've got flavor in your salad dressing.
Flavor.
Like it's perfect.
And it also it helps your digestion at the same time?
Yeah, and it helps your digestion at the same time. So you can put a drop under your tongue too. It's also good for nervous tummies or other issues, and you can also massage a drop on your belly as well.
Cool.
So also a popular brand. So and it's good for travel, like for flavoring, but also just to keep your immune system happy and healthy.
Nice. Okay, the next one. Oh, all these next 3 are good. Sweet Sleep Serum.
Nice. That is a beautiful blend with vanilla and mandarin and hemp blossoms and lavender and marjoram, all the really soporific essential oils, which means they help you to knock you out a bit. So it's very, you can put a drop under your nose, a drop under your temples. You could put a drop in your bathtub before you go to sleep. And it's really all about sleep and having good dreams. You could put it on, a drop on your kid's pillow and just calm them down. And it's sweet sleep serum.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's really interesting. Perfect Pearl Powder.
Yes, that one's fun. So that can be a face mask, and you can brush your teeth with it.
Wow.
As like tooth powder. So you could take, for the teeth, you could just sprinkle a tiny dash on your brush and then add a drop of mint and myrrh, for example, or a little squeeze of the ozonated gel, and then you brush your teeth. It's good to have that grit sometimes to further remove the plaque. And in our 8 steps of successful self-dentistry, one of the steps, first brushing you do with a normal manual toothbrush, but the second time you're brushing, we suggest using a round-headed electric brush because that really helps to get in the areas like behind the teeth and the areas that get a lot more plaque buildup that a manual brush doesn't normally get into. And so when you add something like the Perfect Pearl Powder to that with a drop, you get a really good polishing. So that's the phase where you're really thinking about the polishing of the teeth, whereas when you're brushing with a manual, you're really like almost not dry brushing, but you're brushing the gums. Wow. So that's your kind of gum health moment. and then this part is for polishing. And for the face, you can do like a oil mask, so you can mix that with one of the best Skin Evers and then put it on your face, or you could mix it with water and put it on your face. You could even take a dash and put it on your face cloth. So when we talk about washing with oil, you've got that wet spot on your face cloth, squirt of best Skin Ever, and then a dash of the Perfect Pearl powder, and then that's going to give you a very gentle extra exfoliation when you're washing your face. So there's a few ways that you can use that one.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, and that's a newer product as well.
We've got a lot of new products here.
Yes.
All right, we've got the last one. It is Good Night Oil.
Nice. Okay, that's a new one too. We introduced this fall, and it's a dual product, and so you can use it to remove eye makeup. You can use any of the best Skin Evers to remove makeup, and you can also use them to, if you had to use, you remove mascara. I've even used my own lip balm to remove mascara in a pinch. So really, when it's natural, you can pretty much use it in a lot of places. But this one is specifically designed for that. And it's really rich in castor oil, prickly pear oil, jojoba, and frankincense. There might be another ingredient there, but that's the heart of it. And it also works as a treatment. So let's say you don't wear makeup, or you're a guy that doesn't wear makeup, then you just use a drop, and you would just touch the eyelashes and the brows, and this helps them to grow and be thick and nourished, which is also good because if you've been wearing eye makeup and stuff, you want to sort of then nourish it. Like if you were wearing like mascara all day, every day, then it's really good that you can have that break, and then you can nourish it. And then again, if you have to take it off, you're removing it with something that's really good, and then you're left with it working overnight. So that's why I call it Good Night Oil, because you take off your makeup and then you put it on, or you just put it on before you go to bed. So you wash your face, you do everything, and then you just very gently, put some on the eyebrows and eyelashes to help them grow thicker and healthier.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that was number 30 or 60. So
Yeah.
what we have here today is the next top 30 products, 31 to 60, at cost, which means we offer all the products at 30% off. And they're available at therawfoodworld.com. And this was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Nadine, for sharing all your knowledge and your amazing work here with everybody at the Raw Food World.
Thank you. It's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else you want to share? Or?
I just think that's awesome. It's a great opportunity that people can buy these things at cost, and I just hope everybody enjoys it as much as we love making it, and we really have a lot of fun working with you and offering it through your website.
Awesome. Yeah, it's extremely rare that she'll allow something like this, and she's allowing us to do it, so thank you very much, Nadine. Cool. So we've got Nadine Artemis, the creator of Living Libations and all the products, and this is Matt Monarch, and we'll see you next time at the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.